I want to add, I didn't
Yeah.
mention, so in terms of portal, so
Yes.
right
I
now,
was literally just about to ask you about Portal. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't want to miss it. So right now, I would keep an eye on CJ West, defensive tackle out of Kent State. He's going to be visiting Wisconsin, but his visit for Michigan's coming up. I think it's next Tuesday. Um, that's looking good. And if we can land him, this is a major get. This guy is not just a depth piece. He's actually starting caliber, but he's willing to come here and rotate because we rotate our defensive linemen. That's the word out of Ann Arbor. He's okay with the rotation idea. And he would give Kenneth Grant a little break at the nose tackle position, and a major addition if we can land him, I would say so. And then also Nikai Green is back on campus for a second time in 2 weeks. That seems to be trending, but there also appears to be hurdles that have to be. I don't know what those hurdles are, by the way, but the reason why that's not being announced or isn't already done is because apparently there's just some tape that has to be figured out. But Nikai Green and CJ West are the two names to keep an eye on. I am very confident there's going to be more names in the coming weeks.
All right. So Sharon's cooking.
Yeah, they're cooking. Yeah, especially so. Also, because the spring practices are essentially done, their focus is on the portal and recruiting right now. They're all in. Like it's 100% all hands on deck.
Got it. Well, definitely watch this space. A lot more to come on everything. Now that things are ramping up, Michigan has a general manager. Michigan has a business development NIL person, and the partnerships are ramping up. And now we're starting to see the very beginnings of what that result is. Is that we're beating Alabama and Miami and Ohio State for somebody.
Yep.
That's
true.
That's legit.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Okay. With that said, Ferris. So we have, as everybody knows, here at the Voice of College Football Michigan channel, we have various content series that we do, and even more are coming. And you're going to meet some people in a little bit here. But smash the numbers. So the NFL draft is starting Thursday. And we have discussed J.J. McCarthy quite a bit. But Ferris, I know you have some tidbits on all the position groups, and you're going to be sharing it in the coming days too.
Yeah. I mean, we have so much content. So half the people who are listening, or probably more than half the people who are listening right now, are not subscribers. Please help us get to 7,000 subscribers. We're getting there. Please help us get there. Specifically, I'm doing, my part in this is to try to do some analysis that's a little bit more analytics focused. There are 11 players that potentially could be drafted on offense. Now, a lot of these players are high in the first few rounds. They're going to be no-brainers. They'll get drafted. There are probably some that are kind of borderline as well. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction, both offense and defense, but I just wanted to point out offense was 10 players, maybe over 15 total players, maybe 16, maybe 17. Who knows? Are we going to break the record? If we break the record, by how many are we going to break the record in terms of players that get drafted? And will it be? Will some of these be invites instead of getting drafted? Maybe. We'll take a look at that as well. And the final point is JJ. We've been talking about JJ for a little while, for a couple of weeks, and will he be top 10? I think yes. Will he be top 5? High probability. Will he be top 3? Maybe. There was some talk that Chicago was considering him at number 1 as one of 2 finalists. So I know the outside world and Ohio State fans think that's crazy, but I'm going to do an analysis of JJ at number 3. I think that's reasonable. Number 3, number 4. How does he match up with that second tier? I did a detailed analysis, but I want to specifically kind of think about him in that sort of second tier of quarterbacks and kind of how he fits directly against May. So look for that before the draft on Thursday.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on Caleb Williams too much, but he had a pretty damning interview that came out
Yes.
where
Yes.
he was still bitter about Oklahoma picking Spencer Rattler over him, even though he was a freshman and Spencer
Yep.
Rattler was the projected #1. And I don't blame Lincoln Riley at all for playing him for a couple of games. Caleb eventually proved himself and won the job, though. He got the opportunity to win the job. So what's the sour grapes going on here? I don't know, so that's the kind of stuff that you start to move down the draft board.
And just think about these. Yeah, how happy JJ was to be second fiddle and learn and then take over eventually. So
yeah, there's something not right with Caleb Williams. I'm just gonna. There's a red flag there. There's something. I don't know. There's something off. I don't know fully what it is. I know it's ego to an extent, but there's something more going on.
Absolutely. So Ferris, Smash the Numbers series. We'll be looking forward to that. Any other final thoughts for us?
I am in the process of selling my house, so I don't know for sure that I can do this, but I'm going to try to go to the draft on Thursday. If anyone's going, let me know.
Wow. Okay.
I met some people at the spring game. That was a lot of fun. Hoping that if I go to the draft, maybe we can meet up as well. So
there you go. Watch this space. Ferris might be showing up at the NFL draft. So we will be looking forward to it. And we appreciate you bringing your analytics to the Smash the Numbers series and to this show. So thank you very much, Ferris, and go Blue. And we'll see you soon.
Go Blue. Thank you.
All right, see you, Ferris.